Well, good evening. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. My name is Nada St. Germain, and I'm really excited to be sharing this amazing organic skincare line with you. I was never one for spending a lot of money on very expensive skincare. And when Neolife launched the organic vegan skin line, and I saw the science and the presentation behind it, I was pretty excited. And even shortly after trying it, because I was one of the I guess people that were picked to try it before they officially launched it at our convention. So they sent me a little set to try, and I had to hide it from everybody. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And because I loved it so much, I'd wake up in the morning and my face felt so soft. And I thought, oh, I can't share this with anybody. Anyways, I know when you see the presentation and hear why and how it's made, it'll just give you a better understanding. And I love it because it doesn't cost like some of these crazy prices when you go to some of these department stores and what women are spending on skincare. This is so reasonably priced and it's affordable and it works. It really, really does. So I'm so happy to have Maryellen Vandenbrink with us this evening, our holistic nutritionist that's actually going to kick us off tonight. So Maryellen, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Nada. And I was also very excited when they introduced the organic skincare because when I looked at everything in it, I just thought, wow, this is amazing. And I know, like you said, you wake up in the morning and your face feels like a baby's bum. It's so soft. And I have very, very sensitive skin. And so I love this because I get no reactions and it's super safe. And we're going to talk a bit about skin health from the inside out tonight as well, but and the topicals. So we're going to cover both aspects because they're both important. And because we've been doing this for so many years, that's why we always say people in Neolife have like the Neolife glow. They just have beautiful skin. So when you look at who Neolife is, it's a worldwide nutrition company and it operates in over 50 countries around the world. And they meet or exceed the health standards of all of those countries. They've been around since 1958, never had a dietary recall, and trusted by millions of satisfied customers and business partners. So that's very impressive. And when people try these products, they just keep coming back because they get the results they're looking for. And there's actually three different lines of the products. There's the nutrition supplements, which is all the whole food supplements. There's the organic skin line. That's what we're going to really focus on tonight. And we also have earth-friendly cleaners because that's very important too. And we're going to be talking about even how that affects the skin tonight as well. And these products, they were created by doctors and scientists, whole food based cellular nutrition, non-GMO and full traceability right from the seed stock, and they're clinically proven in human clinical trials to work. And they do have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. So there's a lot of credibility behind these products. And the reason they have such high standards is because of the Scientific Advisory Board, which is founded by Dr. Arthur First. And these world-renowned scientists and nutrition experts, they're active, they're published, and they're involved in the research and development of the product. They're just not a good-looking doctor who endorses the product. And if you come to our convention in Las Vegas in July, you will actually get to meet 5 of them. We get to actually hear right from the source. And the founder was Dr. Arthur First. He was actually one of the top toxicologists in the world. He's a co-founder of oral chemotherapy. And when he was doing his research in cancer, he found nutrients in food to prevent disease. So that's why he joined up with Neolife in the 1970s. And he was on their scientific advisory board for over 25 years. And as you can see, he was actually a diplomat of the Academy of Toxicological Sciences, which is a distinction held by fewer than 100 scientists around the world. And this is one of the reasons why the products are so pure. And tonight we have the pleasure of having Pauline Morrow, she's actually has a dermatology clinic and has been working in dermatology for over 21 years. So she's going to share all the ins and outs of the skincare and why it's so different.
For over 20 years. And I'm going to speak just a little bit about Nutrients Organic Skincare. This Nutrients Organic Skincare, I'll touch on each individual product, and then I'll also talk about 4 components that make the organic skincare line different from other skincare lines out there. So first I'll talk about the cleanser. The cleanser is something that is not harsh or irritating. It's something that won't irritate the surface of your skin. It is pH balanced, so it's keeping your skin at that balanced place where it needs to be. And the cleansing gel actually has something in it. It has an evergreen extract that helps fight the bacteria that causes acne. So there's some special components in these cleansers that really help maintain the health of your skin. Secondly, toner or tonic. This is a step that can be confusing to some people, but the reason to use a toner or a tonic, there are two reasons. One is to maintain that pH balance on your skin. So maybe the water has changed the pH balance of your skin. Maybe you're using a different cleanser that has. This is something that can get your skin back to the pH balance where it needs to be, so you don't get redness or irritation or scale from being imbalanced. Secondly, it's prepping your skin for the next steps, for the next products that you're going to be using. So it helps prep your skin. So that's why a tonic is an important step. Next is the hydrating serum. So this serum, think about it as antioxidants, kind of a powerhouse of wonderful ingredients that are going on your skin to improve the health of your skin. The antioxidants will help repair damaged cells, and it'll also help prevent further damage in the future. So it's really something, we take anti-inflammatory and antioxidant things for our bodies. This is something that we can do on the surface to help the quality of our skin. It also has marine botanicals in it. These marine botanicals are really significant antioxidants and anti-inflammatory components. Next is the cream. So the hydrating cream is something that is special because it contains all three components that a moisturizer should have. It has an emollient factor. Emollient moisturizers go down deep into the skin. It also has occlusive moisturizers like essential oils that help the surface of our skin. And it has humectants. The humectants go down deep in those cells to pull in water to extra moisturize. So this is something that you can count on to moisturize your skin in a deeper way. Next, we have the two products that I love. My favorite one is the Rejuvenating Rich Cream. The Rejuvenating Rich Cream is something that is a thicker moisturizer. In Colorado is where I live, and I really need that extra moisture. It has shea butter in it, in addition to those essential oils and antioxidants. It also has squalene. Squalene is something that's a wonderful antioxidant to help repair your skin. So that's why I really like this product, because it's an antioxidant heavy hitter, but also a really great moisturizer. Then lastly is the Eye Lift Gel. So the Eye Lift Gel is a treatment for around your eyes. It helps the puffiness around your eyes. It can help with fine lines and wrinkles. So it's something that, because of the marine botanicals and the antioxidants, it's a treatment for around your eyes for that fragile skin that is pretty wonderful. And you can use it twice a day. Next, I'll touch on, now that you know more about the products, I'll touch on Nutrients Organic as a whole. So the product line as a whole, 4 ways that it differs from other products. So the first way is that it's organic. So finding an organic skincare line is really hard to do. This one's organic and clean. It doesn't have parabens or sulfates in it. So you know you're not getting unwanted preservatives or chemicals in these products. Next, they're not harsh or irritating, and they're all pH balanced, every single one of them. So you know that you're protecting that acid mantle layer that's on our skin to keep from getting redness or irritation. So that's very important. Next, clinically proven. These products have been tested in studies and clinically proven to make a difference in skin. They can improve hydration and health of your skin. And the reason why this is important and stands alone from other products is that products in the skincare realm are not FDA approved, so they don't have to go through studies. These are products that have been studied and we know they work, though other products we're not sure what's going on with those. The last is SAB. So the SAB is a scientific advisory board, and the scientific advisory board, scientists have gotten together to choose the ingredients that go into these products. They've chosen marine botanicals off the coast of France, hand harvesting kelp. They have chosen baobab oil, squalene, antioxidants, vitamin C, all sorts of amazing ingredients to put in these products. And what's important is these scientists have gotten these products together, these ingredients together, and they know that they all work together and that they stay stable in the bottle and they penetrate your skin. It's important to have all those things for a product to work. And we have a whole board of scientists that have come together to create these products. So they're very special in that way. So that's it for me and Nutrients Organic. Hopefully you've learned a little more about it, and these products are very special.
Really, it was actually such a pleasure to know Polly, and you'll probably meet her, some of you that are coming to Summit. I remember when I was with her in Hawaii, and we were talking about the organic skincare, and she said that it took her mother-in-law over a year to get her to even to take a look, because she was running a clinic in Colorado, and they had already a standard skincare line that they were using, and she does a lot of medical aesthetics, so it was very already a set program. And it took her a year, and she literally researched all the products, every ingredient. And that's when she said, Nada, she goes, I decided to try it first. I even sent it to my dad. She said, I sent my dad a set to try. He absolutely loved it. And she goes, and that's when I knew I had to really take a deeper look. And now she's so happy that that she said yes to trying lines. So here's a little bit more from the company.
Nutrients Organic is a scientifically formulated marine-based botanical organic skincare line. The Nutrients age-defying cell activating system harnesses the synergistic properties of Nutrients Organic in 3 simple steps designed to fight the causes of aging and skin damage. Marine botanicals are sourced from a protected biosphere, the Maryellen archipelago in Brittany, France, renowned for its exceptional wealth of seaweeds and purity of seawater. Formulated in collaboration with leading skincare experts and marine biologists, and clinically tested at prestigious research and dermatology centers based in France. These exclusive formulas feature 10 fresh marine seaweed extracts, using hand harvesting and gentle extraction techniques for quality and environmental sustainability. Extracted within 24 hours of harvest for potency. Pure and patented seawater, biocompatible for perfect harmony with the epidermis. With more than 80 trace minerals, 15 essential oils, 10 botanical waters and botanical extracts, and protective antioxidants, including carotenoids and polyphenols. Nutrients Organic is not animal tested, non-comedogenic, 100% vegan, and paraben-free.
There we go. There you have it. So when you look at, they talked about how everything is hand harvested out of Brittany, France. I found that kind of fascinating, actually. So they have the 10 fresh marine seaweed extracts and pure patented seawater, like they mentioned, 15 essential oils, and the 10 botanical waters and botanical extracts, which really just gives that feel. And you literally feel like you've just come out of the ocean. Your skin feels so clean and fresh. And again, very important, it's clinically tested, and that's really important as well. And even when we first launched the skincare in Canada, we had a few people trying it, and as you can see, even after 2 weeks of Cindy, many of you know Cindy, she has a little bit of rosacea, and when you see the difference after 2 weeks in her skin, absolutely incredible. And then skin irritation, acne. I don't know if you remember, but Polly was talking about how it cleans the skin, so it literally pulls things out, so that it doesn't cause that clogging of pores, and that's what tends to cause some of these blemishes. And also hormones. We're going to talk a little bit about the inside. So the skincare definitely helps the skin, but then by balancing internally as well with the combination, phenomenal results. And even Felicia, my goodness, I mean, she had such sensitivity and skin irritation, a lot of blackheads, and her mom was saying how it was incredible how she could see the things coming out, and it just eventually started to smooth over and heal over. So some of the other nutrients that play a really big role, and there's so much research on zinc supplements, and yes, we know zinc as for colds and things like that, for the immune system, and also for prostate function. But when you're looking at healthy skin, zinc plays a really big role when it comes to fighting acne as well. So zinc is something that is part of that acne program, along with vitamin A. And vitamin A, I always remember that because A for acne, right? So it does help with mucous membranes, and it's water miscible, so it doesn't accumulate and store in the body to toxic levels. And we know vitamin A as being good for asthma, respiratory, and allergies and things like that, but wonderful for the skin as well when it comes to acne. So vitamin A again, and what's nice about it, again, being water miscible and not fat soluble. And I'm going to play my son's story because this is kind of funny how this happened, because he was sneaking it and I didn't know he was using it. And then one day anyways, I'll let him share his story. It's kind of cute.
With the nutrients with minor acne that he's been struggling with. Luke.
Yeah, so I've been fighting with acne on and off, like not terribly. I never had terrible breakouts, but it was enough to notice and to, bug me every day looking in the mirror. So I used to try all different things. Like I tried my friend's Proactive and some other companies along that sort of sense. But whenever she brought this home and she had it for herself, I used to sneak it and try and put it on the face without even telling her. And it makes all the difference in the world. Like it's natural. You can tell you're not just putting chemicals on your face. And if you look into it, you can see for yourself how good for you it really is.
Yes.
And I regret every morning that I don't put it on. So, yeah.
He does forget the odd time or when he has a sleepover. So it is organic, vegan, sea-based, the first organic skin line to be launched.
So I just wanted to share that with you because when I left, I went away on a holiday and I brought my skincare with myself, and he didn't have it in the bathroom, and I got a text, "Where's the skincare?" And I didn't know he was using it. So that's how I knew he was using it, when I took it away. So Maryellen, there's also other nutrients that also play a role with challenging skin and skin issues when it comes to inflammation and other things going on. I know you've had some amazing testimonials as a holistic nutritionist with some other challenges that people have. So if you can share some of that with us, that'd be great.
Yes, absolutely. Because I have so many clients, not only children, but adults with eczema. It seems like it's like almost every person that you run into. And what I'm finding is it's definitely caused from inflammation. So those three products there really key in and help. So I had one client and her children had a hereditary form of eczema where they were not able to reduce the inflammation. The kids were breaking out all the time. She was using a very expensive product from a naturopath, which helped a little. She was also doing food intolerance, but they kept having these breakouts. So when her son she thought, I'm going to try it on him first. And she noticed that all of a sudden he wasn't getting breakouts once she introduced the Neolife salmon oil because it's anti-inflammatory. And then once the daughter was able to chew, the kids just chewed the capsules. They didn't mind at all. And they were totally symptom free. And if they did have a little slight breakout, she'd just give them a little bit of extra salmon oil. But what's really interesting was when her third pregnancy, because they told her because this is hereditary eczema, that absolutely that child would be dealing with eczema too. And when that baby was born, it didn't have eczema, and she's still fine to this day. And she still gives the child the nutrients and everything, but she does not have eczema like her brother and her sister. And then another product that's very helpful is the aloe because it heals from the inside, kills bacteria. And I know my friend Susan, her son had eczema, and he'd go in the bathtub and he could literally peel the soles of his feet off. It was so bad. And so she started him on basic nutrient program because he was losing his hair to Vitasquares and VitaGuard for kids in the shake. But once she introduced the aloe, that's when the eczema went away. And of course, with him playing hockey and those sweaty skates and all that kind of stuff, and he didn't have any problems at all. She just gave him 1 ounce at night before bed, and that really solved the problem. And you're probably wondering why we have the laundry detergent on this page, the G1. Well, you think about it. If you have skin issues and you're sleeping in sheets that are washed in toxic, detergent, it totally irritates the skin, right? And I have a lot of people say, well, I buy the ones from the grocery store that don't have anything in it, and they're still having breakouts. Well, I had a friend and his kids both had eczema, and just by introducing the G1 and using it in the laundry, it got the eczema totally under control. And then he couldn't understand every time they go to stay at grandma's house, all of a sudden the kids would flare up again. And then they realized, oh, grandma's not using the G1 skincare. So they gave her a box. So now the whole family's using it and the kids don't have any breakouts. So it's amazing how just simple changes like this, like, we always go on the basics, but sometimes we have to tweak a little bit and add a little bit more when you're dealing with, skin issues. The same with psoriasis too. I know we have a lot of testimonials with people with psoriasis, and same thing. It's all that inflammation that comes out because the skin's the largest organ in the body. So if the body's unbalanced and unhappy, it's going to come out in the skin. And in fact, I've got another lady who she would get these boils on her face and just these breakouts. And the only thing that would control it is she'd have to get cortisone shots, sometimes once or twice a week. And when she started on the aloe, she hasn't had a cortisone shot in like 10 years now. It's like she loves it. Like she thinks it does everything practically except world peace. She thinks the aloe is good for everything. So.
Yeah, and it tastes so refreshing. I just had my little ounce here while you were talking, Maryellen. So very refreshing. Loving the aloe. And it's amazing how you can, have something that tastes great and it heals as it goes through your whole body, right? So, and then when you mentioned Stephanie with the eczema with her third child not having it, and that's because she was taking the salmon oil during pregnancy. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that.
And
That's awesome.
careful too. So many of the aloes out there don't even contain aloe, or they squish the whole leaf. Like I know I had a customer and she thought, oh, I'll just order it from well.ca, and the aloe was so awful tasting. She said she was gagging on it, and it probably doesn't even have aloe in it anyways, so.
And some of them will say right on there, don't take it if you're pregnant, and because it's a herb, right? And I did talk to our scientist when I was pregnant with my first son, and I did not want to stop taking aloe during pregnancy, and I was told, oh no, don't drink aloe. But I said, nowhere on our label does it say don't take if you're pregnant. So then I talked to our scientists. They said because they don't use that bitter layer on the outside, it's not toxic even for pregnancy. So really, really important and safe for kids, safe for babies, which is amazing. Thank you, Maryellen. I'm going to change my slide. Here we go.
And this is Rose and her daughter Julia, and they just love the skincare. So she's going to share her story.
Hi, Netta. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my story. I've been using the organic Neolife skin line since about 2017. I had dabbled with other Neolife products here and there, but it was actually the skin line, or the launch of the skin line, that got me started in the business. At that time, I was searching for something, as I was using a natural product that a friend of mine was making from home. I realized immediately the difference of choosing a skin line that is clean and free of artificial enhancements. I saw Nada's post on Facebook about the launch of this new product, and I got really excited. Within 2 days of trying the product, I noticed a huge difference on how my skin felt. After washing it, it truly felt clean. No residue, no oily or greasy feeling, just clean. Soon after purchasing it, my daughter started stealing it from me because she was dealing with some minor bits of acne here and there. It helped restore her skin within a week's time, and she continues to use it as well. A year later, when they launched the Rejuvenating Cream, I thought we didn't need anything more, but after trying it, I realized how wrong I was. Applying it to your face, it was as smooth as butter, but no lingering oily or greasy feel. It truly made my face feel like a baby's skin, just clean and new and just fresh, and I continue to use that every day. I love the skin line that Neolife has, and did not even know about the science behind it. Honestly, I just started using it because my skin felt really good, but really understanding it later about what was in the product, it really was a game changer for me and allows me to continue to use it today. I realize the true quality, and I believe it's helping me to age gracefully as well as a lot of my other friends that are using it as well. If you're comparing it to other products, and I've used different ones, honestly, I think from a price point, you can't beat it. But again, it's the quality of the product and what it actually does that makes a huge difference. When I'm near to the end of my actual product, I kind of get scared because I'm like, I need it, I got to order it. But luckily the orders come quite quickly. So I really enjoy the product. I continue to use it every day, and I use all of it because I think it does make a great difference. And it's so nice when you can pamper yourself. So thank you for allowing me to share that. And I hope it helps you today make your decision. Have a great
That's our dear Rose. Okay, so we've heard a lot about topical. We talked a little bit about what's going on inside. But that good nutrition, we call it core nutrition, to fill the nutritional gaps is so important as well, especially when it comes to regulating hormones, because that also plays a factor on how we age. And also with acne, battling acne is a lot to do with hormones as well, especially with the young teens. But then I also hear women when they start going through even that hormonal change too, start all of a sudden they start getting acne as well. So getting on something like this amazing foundation of Pro Vitality is a great foundation because it helps to fill the nutritional gaps that are missing in our diet. And the first capsule is called Tran N Grain Concentrate, that first green capsule. And it's a solution to the whole grain gap. And this is because our grains are destroyed, they're milled, they're processed. We're not getting all the good fats in our diet, these good essential fatty acids, because of our foods. They just want our foods to have a longer shelf life. And they come in this Tran N, in this Vitality Pack, but they also come in a multivitamin with iron. I really recommend the younger generation taking the multivitamin because it does have the iron, it has the grain oils, it has all your vitamins and minerals. And if they're just going to pick one thing and they just want a good multivitamin, Formula 4 is great because the iron factor, especially when women are menstruating. So this is a really, really good product. Or the Tran N that's in the Vitality Pack is also great. So let's continue Vitality Pack. Vitality Pack also has this carotenoid product, which is made from dark colored fruits and vegetables. And it was proven to boost your immune system. That is really, really important. But the reason why we find that it helps with our skin is because it protects you from oxidative damage, oxidative stress. And that protects you from cancer-causing chemicals in our air. So carotenoids, fruits and veggies, all your dark colors. So you should be eating up to 13 servings a day, which most people do not. So this is a great product, again, to fill the gap. And after 1 month, and even just doing one of these a day, it's like you've consumed over 80 pounds of raw fruits and veggies in every box. So it's pretty, pretty powerful. But now we're going to have our dear friend Heather just share with us a little bit more about her skin journey and also why these carotenoids are important as well. So Heather, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Nada. I was just looking up today, actually, in the Canadian Cancer Society website, and apparently melanoma, which is a very serious skin cancer, the new cases of melanoma is increasing in both men and women over the past 30 years. You know, we know so much about cancer, but the cases are still increasing, and more men than women develop it. The chance of developing melanoma skin cancer increases with age, but it's also found in adolescents and young adults, 15 to 29 years of age. So this leads right into my story, because in 1980, I was 28 and I had a dark mole removed from my upper arm. And the next year, a new mole appeared right in the same location, looked very suspicious. And so I had this second mole removed on the advice of my doctor. Well, the surgeon called me the very next day and I had to go to the hospital right away, he said, because he had to do more extensive surgery. Tests on the mole showed it to be malignant melanoma. Well, this was back in 1980. I didn't even know what the word melanoma meant. But when I got to the hospital, I realized, oh, it's cancer. And I remember being very, very scared. The surgeon removed quite a chunk out of my arm, and also the lymph nodes under my arm, and had a big skin graft from my hip. So I had no further treatment, and I've remained cancer-free to this day. However, I do know how serious this type of cancer can be, as my brother developed melanoma on his leg in 2015 and had it removed. He went to all his treatments, all his appointments, and he was clear of cancer for a year. But then in 2017, it metastasized to his organs and progressed very quickly. He died only 2 months after being admitted to hospital. So very quick. I will be 72 this weekend, and having healthy skin is really a priority for me because of my background, but also because I love to be outdoors. Well, I was introduced to Neolife in 1998, and I do a lot of things that I know about now to reduce my risk of skin cancer. We know that toxins enter our body through what we ingest, what we inhale, and what we absorb through our skin. And Maryellen described that very well with using the G1 laundry. So reducing my exposure to toxins in and around my home is very important. So I do use the G1 for laundry, as well as the LDC and Super 10, which are two of our wonderful cleaners. I use the Nutrients Organic Skincare on my face and neck because I believe it does promote healthy skin cells, and that to me means it's nourished and they're protected. So I enjoy a lot of outdoor activities, golfing, walking, boating, and I prefer to wear long sleeves, as I am in the picture there, and a hat, or go to the shade of trees and umbrellas when sitting outside. I don't like to use sunscreen because it is chemicals, but I will if I'm going to be outside for a long, long time and then wash it off when I get in. My diet includes lots of fruits and vegetables, of course, washed with that LDC. And I do take a daily regimen of Neolife supplements, including that Pro Vitality, the shake, Phyto Defense, Salmon Oil Plus, extra vitamins, and extra Trianen. I remember being in a lecture by Dr. Ariana Karugi, one of our scientific advisory board members, and she told us that there are lots of receptors for those carotenoids in our skin. After all, they protect tomatoes in the field, so they'll protect our skin too. And those phytonutrients are very protective for our skin. So I do like to increase my carotenoids, especially in the summer, and you will find them in the Pro Vitality Pack and also in the Phyto Defense. So, you know, there's some tips. Hopefully we can all protect our skin and look beautiful and radiant while we enjoy the summer.
Thank you so much, Heather. And I know that the carotenoids, not when they protect you from oxidative stress and oxidative damage, I look at that as slowing aging, right? Because it's the rust factor and when your skin is protected and you're protecting it from oxidizing, you're slowing the aging, right? So, and we can definitely say that it's happening in your case because you look absolutely amazing. I've known you for many, many years, and it's been great to watch you and your amazing journey. I know you were out golfing all day today, and you came home at 5:30, and you said, "Yeah, I'll be on tonight," right? So awesome. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate having you on tonight. And we talked about a little bit about the protein. Protein is also part of that Vitality Pack. We call that a breakfast solution because it's part of that hormonal balance. So when you're looking at acne and skin health, protein also plays a really big role. I love a protein shake. I have it every morning. I have for 35 years. It's not just for weight loss, but it's wonderful for weight loss and keeping your blood sugar leveled and balanced, and also protects your heart. But it's just a healthy product to rebuild healthy cells. So it's part of our core nutrition, our core foundation. So when you have the Vitality Pack with the shakes, it's a breakfast solution. And then we have a picture of our energy drink. Only if some of you, this is a new product that we launched last year, and it's amazing for hydration and energy. So if you're kind of looking at an energy program, this is it right here. Foundation, breakfast solution with the Elevate, which is a great core nutrition. So some of you are probably wondering, well, how do I get a hold of these amazing products? Well, you know what's really nice is Neolife has a membership program. It's free to become a club member. And as soon as you register as a member, you get a 10% discount. And when you go on NeoShip, you get a 20% savings. So it doubles your savings. Now, tip, you don't want the skincare coming every month because it lasts a long time. That's what's so awesome about the skincare. You might buy the whole set initially to get started, but the cleanser, I might last you 3 months, the toner 2 months, the rejuvenating probably 5 or 6 months. You need very little. So you don't want the skincare coming every month. But if you have anything coming on a monthly order, whenever you place an order for the skincare, you do get that 20% savings. So the savings is phenomenal. And you also get your shipping back if you do have something coming on a monthly order after 6 months. My customers love getting the shipping back because then they can spend it on other products to try. So some of you are probably thinking, well, what about that promoter thing or maybe a possible income opportunity? I'm not going into the details of the business tonight, but if you are kind of curious, just reach out to the person who invited you, because I said yes 35 years ago to using the product, not understanding the business, and the business just kind of happened. And I got really excited because some of you know my story, but I was working as a police officer in the city under a lot of stress, and it wasn't my passion to continue that career. I knew I wanted something different. And when the products changed my life, along with my family and my mom and my sisters and my aunts, and I just continued to share, I saw this as a viable business. And where can you start a business in Canada for as little as $98 or $75 in the US? This unlocks a 25% savings. And there you go. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We work together as a team and we have a lot of fun. So again, if you're curious about that, just reach out to us and we can guide you in that direction as well. And if you're just wanting to feel better, look better, have younger looking skin, give the products a try. If you want to live better and earn a little extra cash, just let us know and we can help you in that way as well. But again, the most powerful pack is definitely the breakfast solution with adding the Elevate. And if you just want to try the products, give them a try. Again, it's free to become a member. If you're curious about that promoter level, just reach out to us. And if you want to learn more, every Thursday, we do a different topic. Every Thursday, I think next Thursday, we're going to do brain health and brain function. And that's such a problem all over the world. So we're going to focus on how to keep your brain healthy and to slow the aging in that area. So you're more than welcome to join us at our talks. I do want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I will again stop the recording and open up to any questions that you may have. And thank you, Maryellen, so much for your expertise as well.